inside, please don't look inside, please don't look inside, please don't look inside. Please don't look inside. Sorry, headphone users. Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play of Spirit Hunter NG. In the last episode, some wild wrapping up happened and we were approached by ℏ𝑗𝓂𝓂𝓒e again, and she still wants to play games with us. And now there's the next game is something about a screaming author. So, you know, we're going to have to learn a bit more about a screaming author. We met a beautiful woman called ℏ𝕂𝓂𝓒𝑒, and she works alongside the annoying journalist guy Ban, and apparently he's going to give us some more information about the screaming author. There are odd rumours about the ℏ𝕗𝑒𝑒 residence. They say that rumours of the screaming author. What she said. Have you heard about the ℏ𝕗𝑒𝑒 residence? You know, that old mansion where Yakumo Muroku, that children's author, lives all alone? Ooh, pretty. People have been hearing some weird screaming coming from that place lately. And not just once or twice, but every night. So Mrs. Y from the neighbourhood went to complain. But the mansion doesn't have an intercom. So she had to go right up and knock on the door. She pounded on the door and nobody came. The screaming didn't stop, so she kept coming back day after day, still no response. But she was sure someone was inside, so she finally got fed up and threw something through the window to get the person inside to notice. Then suddenly, a light in the second floor window came on. And then she heard a faint voice. Please don't look inside. The voice kept pleading with her softly over and over again. Please don't look inside. 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 Sorry, headphone users. Miss Y heard a scream, and after that, they said she was tormented by constant screaming inside her head. She said she had a nervous breakdown and committed suicide. That's what the rumours say. It certainly sounds supernatural enough. The peaking taboo, a common canard in these supernatural stories. I don't know what that word means, canard. Someone pokes their nose in somewhere it doesn't belong and gets punished for it. The Crane's Wife and Pandora's Box are famous examples. Is the screamer that screaming author that ℏ𝑗𝓂𝓒𝓒e was talking about? Without realising it, I speak ℏ𝑗𝓂𝓒𝓒's name out loud. Obviously, Ban and Rose aren't going to just let that go. Oh no, Kojima, you met ℏ𝑗𝓂𝓒𝓒e? Yeah, a little while ago. Hey, why didn't you tell me? I thought I told you to tell me everything. Oh, he's so annoying. Don't be frothing at the mouth, Ban. Pursuing spirits is deadly work. You probably just worried about us. But you needn't bother, Kojima. Ban and myself have decided to hunt spirits of our own volition. We accept the consequences, so there's no need to hold back for our sakes. Tell us everything. Oh, I really like her. I guess there's no dodging it. I tell them about the screaming author that ℏ𝑗𝓂𝓒𝓒e told me about. I see. How fascinating. To think the screaming author could be hiding within the ℏ𝕗𝑒𝑒 residence? You sound like you're enjoying this. Why were you looking into ℏ𝕗𝑒𝑒 residence? That's only for grown-ups to know. Once I figure out how trustworthy you are, maybe I'll fill you in. This lady's a walking bundle of secrets. She hasn't even told us why she was investigating ℏ𝕗𝑒𝑒. You may be an adult, but you're not trustworthy. I much prefer younger men, not ones facing down a midlife crisis. Oh, I love her. So, did you uncover any other notable clues? I told you, this is still in the early going. It's still in the early going, that doesn't make sense. Info doesn't reveal itself that easy. I want to talk directly with ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂, but the house has been empty for a long time. Probably off gathering materials for a new book. Empty, you say? It might be the ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂's already dead. Dead? As I told you earlier, spirits are born from the grudges of the dead. If we assume that ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂 has died and become a spirit, all of the pieces fall into place, no? You're looking for the screaming author after all. Hey, don't jump to conclusions. I've confirmed ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂 hasn't been reported dead. Just because it hasn't been reported doesn't mean they're not dead. It wouldn't be uncommon for someone who lived alone to die without it being noticed. Well, we'll just have to go see for ourselves. Hey, you can't just decide stuff like that. What are you going to even do there? Investigate, obviously. I'll leave my methods up to your imagination. A lady shouldn't ever have to stain her lips with such words. What? You're going to break in or something? Well, more or less. Whether he's dead or merely absent, it's a perfect opportunity to sneak in. This is shaping up to be an amusing night. I like her. What a nice smile. I bet dating you would be quite entertaining. If you've encountered ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂, then the clock on the death is already ticking down. You have no time to be taking it easy. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. They also say fools rush in where angels fear to tread. I don't like Ban. I hope we get to choose between Ban and Rose, and we could go with Rose. We leave the Black Rabbit and head to the station. It's getting pretty late. Most stores are closed. Nighttime is the greatest time of any day. I hate sunlight, and the summer sun is particularly harsh. Because she's a vampire. If you're so scared of UV rays, you could try wearing something else. Come on, let's get to the ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂 place already. Hey, hold up. I don't know where this ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 residence is. Oh, that's right. It's on the outskirts of ℂ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 Temple. It's a bit of a hike from here. There's a station by the mansion, so I guess taking a train? Ban gives me the address of ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 residence. It's the same ward, so I can pretty much imagine where it is just based on the address. We should meet up there later. We'll stand out if we show up there in a group. I have no objection to that plan. Were it just the young man, I'd feel otherwise, but I'll decline the stroll with an old lech. That's an easy way to ruin a perfect, beautiful night. That's my line. Hard pass on a walking around town with a woman trying that hard to turn heads. Meet at the front door in 30 minutes, okay? How long is the train? Ban and Rose go their separate ways as they head to the ticket gate. I better hustle too. Train journey! Spirit file's been updated. 12th of August. Screaming author. Rumour notes 2. Met with the woman named Rose, suspicious magician. Fairy tale author ℒ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 lived by himself. Heard freakish scream. Goes to complain. Person pretending to not be there. Threw object at window. Second floor. Don't peek inside. Multiple times. Repeated screams inside head. Nervous breakdown suicide. The address I'm going to is a train stop away. Luckily, I arrived before the last train. That makes sense then, because I was like, oh, it's going to be a long train, but if it's just one stop, then... I reached the station without any issues. The classy residential area is full of cookie-cutter homes, and I quickly lose my way. I walk around aimlessly for a while until I arrive at the building I was looking for. Ah, you're here. Rose and Ban are already waiting at the residence. You're late. What the hell were you doing? We've only got a limited amount of time to search. Wasting more time and today will be useless. Limited? Why? This area had a high rate of unusual incidents, but they only happened sporadically. Because of the history, the police have this area under priority patrol. Seriously? That's a pain for us. Yeah, but we did some legwork and we have a rough idea at the patrol schedule. We're just trying to limit our presence to when there's a gap in their patrols. So we need to get in, investigate as much of this place as possible, and then split. That's the plan. We'll be trespassing, but it's the price we have to pay to get the information. And since you took so long to get here, we've got even less time than we were hoping for. 2 or 3 hours should be sufficient to do some breaking and entering. We're investigating. Rose continues, paying no attention at all to the band's objection. The residence doesn't appear to be terribly large, so we shouldn't need to rush things. Well, unless we encounter an irregularity. Irregularity? An unexpected circumstance. For example, if we find unexpected security and an underground vault, those sorts of things. The types of things that might crop up during a break-in. I see. We're not breaking in. Why are you so hung up on the terminology? The action is the same, isn't it? Now, what should we do? We're investigating this mansion. We've already settled on this. Yes, I mean, where should we start first? Kojima, you're the one tangled up in Kaguya's game. You should decide. Alright. Where are we going? There's a strange looking window here. You know, this house is kind of old looking. Looking close to the building's funky style isn't even a Japanese and Western mixed design. It feels like an alpine lodge, but built with traditional Japanese style. This must have been a custom job. You don't usually see 2-story houses with that roof. The window is probably where the attic is. If so, that's a pretty big attic. If the room under the roof is that big, it looks like it's bigger than 2 normal-sized rooms. Is that the window that was mentioned in the rumour? If you throw something, the lights in the 2nd floor window will turn on. I guess you wouldn't need to throw something at a 1st floor window, so that must be it. So... hedge. This looks like it hasn't been cared for a long time. There's weeds and dead flat leaves all over it. It's a pretty sturdy sliding door. There's a layer of dust covering the door rail, so I know it hasn't been moved for a while. According to the rumours, they said something like nobody comes out even if you knock, right? I'm sure knocking shouldn't be a problem. I give the door a kind of firm knock. I wait for some kind of response. No one cares. Well, there's no response. Just as we were informed. Judging by the state this place is in, ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓒 probably isn't living here. 'Cause he's dead! Oh, don't know why I did that. Oh! Judging by the shape of the roof, the attic's probably where the window is. If everything's under the roof is one room, that'd mean that the attic is pretty big. We already did that. Oh, I didn't mean to do it again. It's a rusty mailbox. I did look inside a mailbox, but there isn't anything inside. Is that it? Is it? Oh. Oh, what's this? Weeds have run wild over the entire area. This garden hasn't been touched in a while. Ooh. I use my foot to poke around in the overgrowth. My foot bumps into something solid. I tease the object out into the open and see that it's decayed wooden door plate. Obtain door plate. It's dirty, but it seems to read ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓒𝑒. I wonder if you can... Oh no. What does the door plate? Door plate that has been decayed and fallen off. Though the paint is worn, it's still easy to read the name ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓒𝑒. Something's eaten a number off the small holes in the wood. Oh, there's no bloodstains anywhere, so I don't need to do that. Okay, can we just go in now? I push on the door, but it doesn't budge. Now what are we doing? You like throw the door plate in there? Took out the decaying door plate. Even if this hits the window dead on, it probably won't break it. Are you actually going to throw it? Yeah, just like the rumour said. If there's something crazy going on, I want to know about it. That's pretty courageous of you. You need that courage if you intend to survive the confrontation with spirits. Whatever, just try not to throw it too hard. I know. It's gotta go through, isn't it? I don't want to attract attention, so I don't want to break the window. I take aim and toss the plate, aiming it as the wooden frame of the window. That makes sense. My throw hits the spot and makes a dry thud as it strikes the wood. Okay. Nice throw. You got some nice shoulders. The most anticipated draft player this season. Sorry, I don't really know baseball. Me either, sir. Me either. Well, the rumours say if we throw something out the window, we'll see light come on. Or so the rumour claimed. Nothing's happening. We'll wait a while, but it doesn't seem like the lights are coming on anytime soon. I was hoping that I would get to hear the voice from the rumours. Sometimes rumours are just rumours. A good journalist knows not to trust every single one. Let's hurry up and check out the other places. Wouldn't it just be because, it's like a side window we can check? Wouldn't it be because you didn't hear the screaming, so it only happened when there was, like, screaming? Where are we going? Can we go in? I don't know what we're supposed to be doing. Can we throw it again, or we used it? I don't know where we're supposed to be going. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Want to just kick it in? Wow, you're already thinking about breaking in? You're too reckless, kid. Damn. Haha, what a bold child. I must confess, I do prefer the direct approach sometimes. It feels like the air just changed. Oh god, that was creepy. Please don't look inside. Did you hear something just now? We look in the direction of the voice and see the light in the window has come on. In the light we see what looks like the silhouette of a crane. Is that a crane? It looks like someone hanging. Please don't look inside. Once again, we hear a faint, weak voice. Don't look. As if we wouldn't look. We're not going to just go back now, are we? Hey, Kojima? There's definitely something in this mansion, and that means that all rules are off. So we're breaking in? Exactly. Calm down there, boys. We can't cause too much of a commotion or we'll draw the attention to the police. You got a plan then, Rose? I'll open the lock for us. It's not like opening a can, you know. You really think you can get it open that easily? This lock may well not exist. You'd always have more locks on the front door, but nobody ever bothers. Oh, that's right. You should share this device with the owner of the ℏ𝑕 as well. The lock there is just pitiful. That explains it. Now I know how Rose got into the ℏ𝑕 before it had opened. You're a real piece of work. Did you just sleep through morals class? I regret that I did not get to experience things like school during my childhood. I like her. Rose took some tools out and quickly got to work. It kind of reminds me of when ℚ𝑗𝑚 picked the lock at the Yamato shrine, but Rose's skills were far beyond ours. You seem pretty skilled at this. Makes me wonder if you've been doing this kind of thing in the past. My goodness, how rude! Rose shoots back a response as she uses her thin tool to probe the lock. Any talented magician would obviously have a bit of dexterity. That's true, but I've heard of magicians using escape magic, but not for breaking into places. Haha, are you curious about my skills? I'm afraid that I must ask you to refrain from any inquiries that would violate my privacy. And voila! It's open. You're done already? You're pretty amazing. I must say that it feels quite nice to get some awe and admiration from the young. Would you like to be my disciple? What's that supposed to mean? I wasn't really planning on becoming a magician or a burglar. I don't mind training you for either, but I was referring to the spiritual field. So you seem to have the affinity for it, disciple. Hold on, I never agreed to be your disciple. Masters choose their disciples. Your opinion doesn't matter. I was asking out of courtesy. That's terrible. Hey, let's cut the chit-chat. We don't have a lot of time. If it opens, then let's get inside. We can't let anyone see us like this. We don't have an excuse for being here. Yeah, I know. I forcefully pulled the door open, but I thought I felt a cold breeze from the inside. Swallowing my saliva, I stepped into the mansion. Whoa. The ℒ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃 residence looks like an old Japanese-style house and smell of a damp, mouldy air. Seems like the place hadn't been aired out for a really long time. Wait a moment, Kojima? I said something watching us. Be careful. Watching? Please don't look inside. We're already looking inside. Gah! Suddenly a loud, high-pitched, piercing sound rips through my ears. I instantly cover my ears, but the sound above easily pierces through the stabs in my brain. Ugh! Ban and Rose collapse behind me. Shit, are you kidding me? At this rate, I'll die. Shouldn't have looked inside, it told you not to. I fall powerless against the storm of sound assaulting my mind. My consciousness is starting to fade. I'll have a little nap-nap. Let's all just have a little nap-nap. The screaming voice suddenly stops. What was that? Bloody hell, my head is pounding. I guess that must be the screaming voice people are talking about. If it went on any longer, my brain would have melted. I barely survived that. Well, we don't know if that was true yet. Remember, if the rumour, Miss Wyatt, who had heard the screaming, apparently committed suicide. So things are starting to get real. Kojima, don't say you want to run away now, alright? As if. You're the one who's looking pale. If you've got the wits to sass me like that, you're still in ship shape. Well, if it's planning to take us down, then I suppose we don't need to hold back either. Let's start investigating. The place doesn't seem to be that big, so let's investigate whatever we see. Yeah, but before we get to that, we'll need someone to be on the lookout. We don't want to be getting surprised by a patrolman. Right. If someone looks bad, call me on my cell phone immediately. Understood. Alright, Kojima, choose who will investigate with you. That's easy. That's like the easiest thing ever. 100% Rose. I don't want Ban coming around with me. I don't like the guy. And plus she's cute. Well, Ban, looks like you're on duty. Fine by me. I'll see you later then. Rose, don't you go off doing anything on your own. Ban leaves and heads outside. Alright, let's get going. What's this? There's a cedar plate hanging from the mud wall. Inspecting further, I see that there's a single nail hammered into the upper middle of the board. Looks like this nail is hanging things. What do you think this is? It's obviously a frame. These flat frames are made to enhance objects that are three-dimensional. So this is a frame for some kind of painting? Not necessarily a painting, it could be used to display anything. Just hang it on the nail there and you're done. Anything could become an art piece. And that's it? Feels kind of lazy to me. Well, as Duchamp's fountain showed, that's too much of a digression. In any case, it's a board to make something decorative. Okay, can we touch it? No bloodstains. A sturdy shoe cabinet. I open it, but I couldn't find a single shoe inside. Instead, I find something black and cylindrical at the corner. Bamboo charcoal. That could be cool. That's one fine charcoal. Seems like Miroku was quite the hobbyist. I look through the bottom section as well and find a can in the back. It's apparently a spray can. Looks like a spray can. Seeing that it's in an odd place like this, I assume it's not just art supplies. Got spray paint. Anything else to look at? It's this door. Open the door to the bedroom and step inside. A colourful flyer on the floor stands out from an eerie bedroom. Out of curiosity, I pick it up. I quickly read the flyer. ℏ𝕗𝑒 Ballet School Recital. March 3rd, 1999. ℏ𝕗𝑒 Centre Hall. Starts at 1. Door closes 1:30. There's a girl dressed in white in a ballet pose with her leg raised high. Looks like a flyer for a children's ballet recital. Children's ballet, you say? The atmosphere of this place is more suited towards Japanese buto. I take a closer look at the flyer. First act, a collection of pieces, ballet. Second act, ℏ𝕾𝓃𝓐𝓐. The second act will feature girls who are too young to wear point shoes. Please enjoy their energy and spirit as they perform adorned in adorable colours. Aww. What's the stuff written for the second act? Is that Latin? ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓒𝑒, but that's actually French. ℏ𝕾𝓃𝓐𝓐, Duck Lake. Swan Lake. Judging from the name, it must be adapted from Swan Lake. Oh, they'd probably make the little ingenious bee ducks instead of swans and dance around. Seems like a show designed to showcase their energy as opposed to grace. Ducks sound a lot less impressive than swans. Oh, you think so? That stubby body, those adorable orange beaks and feet, the way they shoot through the water. Ducks are far cuter than swans. If I was to receive a gift, I would prefer ducks over swans. Why would you receive that? No one's going to buy you either of those. I take the flyer just in case. Do you think it's something to do with like the author's child has died and they were like a ballet kid or something? It's a high-class Western-style bed. I take a look around the bed. I find something that looks like a mass of... There's always hair! A mass of hair under the bed. Clump of stiff hair. What is this? I think that might be horsehair. It's commonly used for something like the bowstrings of a violin. That's true. How can you tell? I learned about how to play a number of instruments in the past. Perhaps I may not look the part, but I was born into a pretty wealthy family. I have a very good foundation of knowledge concerning most high culture, including music. Well, why don't you take it with you? It might prove useful later on. Yeah? Okay. It's a boombox. It looks like a pretty old one. There's a drawer on the table the boombox is sitting on top of. It's having the boot rocks. I think I'm going to do that later because I assume that if it's given you an option, then it's probably where we've got to go. So I don't want to, I want to explore everything so we can then go to what the stuff we probably have to do. Western style pillow. Digging under the pillow, I immediately feel something. Again, because we've got to collect all these things. Okina mask. A no mask? What's this doing here? That's one sturdy bed. I wonder what caused the stain. Stains. Now that I'm looking, there are more spots than I expected. Oh my god. Why does it look like there's a person there? Why have I only now noticed it? There's an odd bulge in the curtain. Check the curtain? No. We'll check it later. There's another room that I want to go look in. I'll go look in there. We haven't explored here. I tried pulling on the door, but it won't open. It seems to be locked. You think you can do this one? I turn around and ask Rose. Piece of cake, stand back. Rosa rips out some thin tools from her pocket and she opens the lock in about 10 seconds. Sorry for the wait. Open sesame. It's like a magic trick. I'm happy that I'll be entertaining you. What we got in there? I opened the door. Sailor uniform and cute socks. Oh. These look like children's clothes. Did ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓃𝓉 have a family? Ban didn't mention anything about that. Oh, interesting. Oh my god. Okie dokies. There's always something in a window. Anyway, on that note, we're going to continue to investigate in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye!